Welcome back, my beautiful peeps. You already know it's Reggie Moore tapping it with the latest and the greatest, man. And right now, we got a lot to talk about, man. We got this big old case, the biggest case apparently in Georgia, ever, right? This is going crazy, and it's also the longest jury selection ever in the entire Americas. The state has already became a notorious trial, right? So now, guys, let's take a look at what's going on right here, right? Earlier this week, we're looking possibly at a mistrial, right? And a lot of people have been anticipating this mistrial because there's a lot of obvious unfairness that's been taking place with the case. We have the judge that's actually looking like he's siding or favoring the prosecution, right? We also have Fannie Willis, who is constantly reaching out from her office to the judge department, which a lot of you guys don't know, to constantly try to resolve conflicts that's going on between the judge and the prosecutors, right? It's at a point where the judge has actually been recused. Judge Glanville said that, hey, a lot of his colleagues would have imprisoned prosecutors like you guys, which means that he's acknowledging that the prosecutors clearly are stepping over the line constantly. And they're doing it in an obvious way where they're actually doing witness tampering, not submitting evidence in time, and also arguing with the judge, right? Now, I know what a lot of you guys are thinking. Obviously, if this was anything that, the defense had done, they would have definitely faced the necessary judgment already, right? Which is why a lot of people are looking at this case in a way like it's not really adding up, guys. But now we're going to take a little zoom in. Wait a little second. I know a lot of you guys are really anxious to find out what's going to happen next or find out, hey, what does Reggie think? What does Reggie know? Because, you guys think I know a lot, but not everything, okay? Which is why I want you guys to keep the comment section active. All right, so Al Whitaker is allowing the 20-month, case to move forward. She also, admonished the prosecutors, taking the rare step of ordering them to watch a training video on the importance of sharing evidence with the defense attorney. Now, guys, if you ask me, that sounds like a nice little light slap on the wrist. Even a kid in school would take that, much less a prosecutor who's trained and who is actually going for someone's life or their freedom, right? You do understand what's going on right here. This is a clear bias case, right? This is why I say that even though necessary step was taken to actually recuse Judge Granville, to kind of clear that bias part, it still does not wipe away everything that's already happened. 19 months that's already taken place in the trial, guys. Think about it. Fingerprints have still been there, right? Now, judge also said that the Copeland is going to have to go ahead and care of his statement, and he's probably going to have to start over, right? But, guys, credibility of Mr. Copeland is already being questioned. The guy literally stated that he's never said anything truthful before in his life, right? So tell me something. How is it the fact that Judge Whitaker acknowledged that the prosecution's key witness Copeland's statement have been helpful to the defense, right? And said that Copeland may have little credibility. He may speak in hyperbole, right? The fact remains that for a defense attorney, this nugget, a key state's witness, is gold. Basically, she's acknowledging this is already giving the defense an edge, right? This amounted to suppression, whether willful, otherwise, what was objectively Brady impeachment material, right? Guys, stand out, okay, they were basically threatening the star witness that he will spend more time in jail. But guys, open your eyes and look at what's going on right here. We have witness tampering, suppression of information. Also have lack of due diligence in terms of submitting evidence in time, actually sharing the evidence with the defense team. We even have a judge having an ex parte meeting with the prosecutors, almost as if they're on one same big team, right? So guys, I feel like confidently, right? Because fair is fair, and I feel like the people, especially the jurors, actually paying attention to what's going on, especially being told that now everything that was done by Judge Granville should be no longer taken in consideration. I strongly feel that Young Thug could still have a chance to win this case out outright, taking it to trial. They're still looking to try to see if they could get a mistrial, but understand that it could still win this case outright just by playing it fair still, even though the prosecutors are not, because it's becoming so clear like day and night, right? But here's the big kicker. I want you guys to listen to this part and play it over as many times until you really register into your brain. Guys, I'm not a political person, firstly. I've never voted a day in my life, right? America is currently under Democratic ruling. Fannie Willis is actually targeting Donald Trump, who is a Republican, right? Her credibility of closing this case successfully, heavily, right? In the fact that if she does not do this successful and her credibility drops, she might no longer be able to actually prosecute Donald Trump. Right? Now, that's where the politics is actually existing in this case, guys. And I want a lot of you guys to kind of just think about it for a little second, okay? Think about how that makes sense, that the whole fact that right now it's under Democratic ruling, right? It would definitely want her to actually lose this case. They would definitely look at anything, look over anything that would actually stop her from closing this case, just so they could actually close the case, right, on the Donald Trump issue. Want her to be able to prosecute Donald Trump. If she does not successfully prosecute this RICO case, will not be able to actually have the credibility to prosecute Donald Trump. That is a very big matter for everyone, but especially for the Democratic Party. I mean, come on. Right now, Donald Trump is the biggest thing in their way. If they can get rid of Donald Trump out of the way and send him to jail, guess what happens? They can easily win the election because for someone else to actually bounce back and fill that gap, make the same level of impact, it's going to be difficult, especially this close to the election. Especially Donald Trump is already looking like he's going to win the election. They have the most to gain. They have the most to benefit. And that's just obvious, guys. So definitely understand and see what motive Democrats would have to actually help influence this case, so that Fannie Willis can build a little bit more credibility so that she can actually take on Donald Trump. Look at it as a big dog tearing you up so that you can go against an opponent, right? Simply it, guys, okay? Guys, of course, I don't know everything, guys. So definitely let me know what you guys think in the comment section. Of course, this is Reggie Moore tapping in with the latest. Man, I'm out of here.